So remember the giant monstrosity of an ugly built-in entertainment center, that was a mouthful, that used to dominate this space? Yep, it's gone, demo is done, and today we are finally kicking off the rebuilding process. I've got the room sealed up like a sci-fi movie. We're diving into the next phase. Clean slate, fresh vision, and fingers crossed that no weird surprises happen in the process. Also, a quick thank you to Live It Up for partnering with me on today's episode. I'll share more about that in just a bit. So let's get into it because this fireplace transformation is just getting started. So this is my building plan for the framing, and let me just show you what we've got. I'm gonna build it in two sections on the front like I did on my last one. That just makes it a little bit easier for me to manage by myself, and also it gives me additional like strength and beefiness to where like the fireplace mantle will go. So the 8-foot lumber that I normally buy wouldn't even hit all the way to the ceiling anyways, so this is just how I've chosen to break it up. So you'll see here we have a box for where the fireplace insert will be going, which is right there. This is an electric fireplace. It's the same one that I got before, but it has a couple of extra features. And then you'll notice this little space right here is for the built-in TV. Now what I've decided to do is get a sheet of plywood so that we don't have to like find a place to hang drywall mounts and hope that it's strong enough to hold the weight of the TV. So I figure since we're starting from scratch, so we can just start by building that in, and then we don't have to worry about it. And then we'll put like a little hole, I don't know if you can see that, for like the cords to go through. Also, we're gonna be putting some light fixtures here. So you'll notice these little pieces right here, that's so that we have something sturdy to also mount our light fixtures on. And then these darker pieces are going to be the side framing for either side. Now this is the right side is just going to be a traditional framing, and then over here you can see that I've kind of got it framed up for a door. I kind of mocked it up without the dimensions, so we're going to be taking the measurements right now and getting the dimensions we need, and then we're going to head to the hardware store, get the supplies we need, and then we're going to start building. So let's get measuring, and then we can get this show on the road. We are going to start by framing out the door side first. I'm just going to tackle the one that's most intimidating to me. Plus we do need to start on the sides, then we can build the front, and we're going to build the front in like several different sections. But these side ones we're going to build, and it's going to be a little tricky. Let me show you why. So I've decided to keep these base plates in because they are already pretty sturdy. But that means we need to kind of either do some pocket holes or something to get them screwed into the base plate, because a lot of times when you do a base plate you can nail it from the underside, and since the base plate is already there, I think what we'll do is pocket hole each side. But then of course we have this electrical to contend with, so I've got to come up with a solution for that. Maybe I just leave a little bit of a gap. Yeah, we'll just have to see what kind of room we have for the door. I don't think we have a whole lot of room. I'm not sure what I want to do with this electrical. I've sat and I've stared at this electrical box for a long time trying to figure out what to do. And here's what we're running into. Let me show you what I'm thinking. So I really wanted to take this and put it in this wall so that my son could use it, because the only other outlet for him to use is over here. But I just feel like this is kind of beyond my skill set. Maybe I need to hire it out. I'm not sure. But what I think I could do myself is take an oscillating tool, cut this out so this could go inside this. This is not structural or anything, so it doesn't matter if that has a hole in it, but cut along here so that it can come over here. Then maybe rip this little piece of drywall out. It's totally doesn't need to be here. And then take like an outlet box like this and put it here. I would get more utility out of it if it was right here. So do I call in a professional and have them do it there? My brother-in-law lives in Idaho. I don't think I'm gonna put him on a plane for this, but I might need to call in a pro. So I just feel like I'd get more utility with it out here And it cannot stay where it's at because that's where we're putting in our secret door.
It's no longer a secret.
Otherwise, I would just build it in the wall again, but that's where we're putting the secret door. And I don't want the secret door to be on the side of the room that you enter in from. So all these moving parts. I may have to like turn off the power to this, disconnect it and pull the wires through. Yeah, I've got to figure out how I want to handle that. Okay, so we're gonna turn off the power to that, and that's this one. We're gonna test it out. Now, if it is good to clip, it will be green. If it's still hot, it will blink red, and it will tell us that to stop. Okay, so it's green, we're good to clip. So you might have noticed that we've got a little chaos happening behind me. I've got the fireplace room totally tented off while I rebuild the wall. Because when we go big, we go big. But first, hydration, and not just any hydration. This is Vital Minerals. A big thank you to Live It Up for sponsoring this episode. This is their brand new electrolyte drink mix, and y'all, I am so obsessed with their pomegranate mango flavor. It seriously reminds me of one of those beachy drinks with salted rim. You know what I'm talking about. Fruity, refreshing, and a little bit salty in the best possible way, except this one's actually good for you. It dissolves so fast, no clumps, no sugar, no weird aftertaste, just clean ingredients like coconut water powder, sea salt, and vitamin C. And I even found this really fun little cheetah print straw that's reusable, and it is so good. I've especially been using this during my long filming days, my long project days, after workouts, and honestly, anytime I just need to bounce back fast without a sugar crash. They also have a lemon lime flavor, which is also super zesty and bright, but the pomegranate flavor, definitely my go-to right now. If you want to try it too, use my coupon DIY15 to save on your first order. That's DIY15 at letsliveitup.com, or you can just scan the QR code right on the screen. Okay, hydration, check. But now I've got to get back to building this wall, and I'm probably gonna get pretty dirty, and I'm definitely gonna need to be hydrated. But we got this right, let's go do it. We need to head to the hardware store. Let's get on the road. Okay, so we're gonna use 2x3s because they'll take up less room and it will be plenty of support for what we're doing. So we're gonna get those now. So I have a helper who's helping me get it, which is kind of nice. I don't necessarily need it, but I'll take it. So we are going to get some paneling to cover up that ugly damage that we've got. So I didn't bring my truck this time, so I can't fit the full panel in, and their saw is not working. So I'm going to have to leave it here and come back, which is fine because I needed to come back for the drywall anyways. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to get everything, so that's okay. We're going to look at what molding options they have, because I can't remember if I've got my wall trim from here or if it was from Lowe's. So I got to see what they have and we'll make a decision. I got my wall trim from Lowe's, and so you know what, we'll just pick up the rest of the supplies at Lowe's because that will just be simpler. I need a crown molding, my oh wait, is this it? I think the one I have is like thicker, and it was not much difference in price. So was it this? No, that's too thick. So we're gonna just go to Lowe's. I shop at both, that's the truth. But Home Depot's a little closer to me. I think I'm gonna get one of these 2x4 panels because it's already cut to mount our TV onto. So I think this we'll throw in and get. I think I'm gonna go with the MDF because that will paint up a lot better than that. That's a little rough, and I would need to get something like a lot higher quality. Let's see, well, what about this? Is that thick enough? Probably not. Let's check out with what we've got. So we are back from the home improvement store and I got all the lumber that I could need, but as per any project, I'm sure I'm still going to make about a dozen more trips to the hardware store to get what we need to do this, but hopefully we've done well. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start framing out the sides, and then we're gonna build the front out, and we're gonna do it in sections. This way it's easier to manage. It's just gonna work out. We will get started, and hopefully before the end of this project, we can get an electrician to come in and make the repair and the move for me. So let's go. Okay, so we've got it completely unhooked. We can slide this out. All right, and now there's a protective plate over here that we can remove. Actually, I don't even think we need to do that. I think I'm just gonna remove the 2x4. So here we go. Got these, and now we can kind of run them over in this direction, but we'll worry about that later. I'm gonna go out in my garage. I have a bunch of these, and we'll just cap off all of these wires. I'm going to be using 2x3s to build the framing. This means it's actually 1.5 by 2.5 inches, which is significantly less than the 2x6s that were used before, which was a severe overkill. This is not going to be load bearing or anything like that. So these 2x3s will work just fine, and it will give us a little bit more real estate on the inside for what we have planned. So basically these are 8 feet tall. My ceilings are 10 feet tall. So we are going to build out the bottom pieces first, and then I'll build one that will slide in on the top and we'll attach that. I'm not going to cut the side pieces at all. We're going to cut a base plate and a top plate, and I've got my framing nail gun, which is just amazing. It will make our job so much faster and easier. I will make sure that I put on my safety glasses for most of this construction. We got to protect our eyes and all of that. So we're going to make our first measurement, which is for our base plate. 23 5/8, and we're going to make 2 of them. It's time to make our first cuts, but we've got to protect our eyes. These are my safety glasses. They're ANSI certified 87.1 plus. They are tactical grade, and they are going to protect our eyes. So here we go. All right, what did I do with my pencil? I lost it already. It's in my hair. When in doubt, look in my little ponytail, because that's where I usually have it. Okay, 23 5/8 times 2. Make our mark. And got our 2 cuts, we can go inside. Here we go. We are going to get this all lined up. I haven't used one of these in a while, so we'll see how this goes. I think that is good, but what we're gonna do is I'm gonna cut probably 2 or 3 supports going this way, and I think that will help us with like drywall and all of that. So yeah, here we go. I'll just lean it right here for now. Okay, so I want to at least put one where the drywall will hit, which is I believe about 48 inches. So if we do that right there, we do one right there. Okay. Flip it over and use a square, a carpenter's square, to make sure everything is straight, since we didn't actually measure any one except for like the center one. Oh. So this is a whole lot sturdier now. And there we go. Gotta make sure it is level. I'm gonna tack it into place, and then we'll also ram set it into the... Okay, so we've got that tacked into place. It's just in one spot, so we can adjust it. Well, the fireplace wall is officially in progress. It's tinted off and ready to go, and I have a feeling there might be some twists and turns along the way because, hey, that happens with every project. But isn't that part of the DIY adventure, right? Either way, I am staying one step ahead and one sip ahead with Live It Up's Vital Minerals. This is a total game changer in your hydration. Don't forget to use my code DIY15 to try it yourself and save on your very first order. Hydrate smarter, not saltier. You're gonna love it. Well, I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully it will be a lot less plastic and a lot more fireplace. We'll have to see. In the meantime, just a reminder that you are powerful. We'll see you next time. Bye.